Today, our topic is the Stoic approach to dealing with toxic people. Life is full of challenges, and one of the most difficult challenges we face is dealing with people who bring negativity, stress, or harm into our lives. These people are often called toxic because their behavior can poison our well-being, our peace of mind, and even our sense of self. Toxic people can be any of their family members, friends, co-workers, or even strangers. They might be overly critical, manipulative, selfish, or just plain difficult to be around. The question is, how do we deal with them without losing our own peace and happiness? This is where the wisdom of Stoicism can help. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. When it comes to toxic people, Stoicism offers practical tools to help us stay calm, strong, and in control of our own emotions. First, let's talk about what Stoicism teaches us about control. One of the most important ideas in Stoicism is that we cannot control other people or their actions. What we can control is how we respond to them. Think about it. You can't force someone to be kind, respectful, or reasonable. You can't change their behavior or their personality. But you can change how you react to them. This is where your power lies. When you focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, you take back your power. Toxic people often try to control or manipulate others, but if you stay focused on your own responses, they lose their power over you. This doesn't mean you ignore their behavior or let them walk all over you. It means you choose how to respond in a way that protects your peace and dignity. Next, let's talk about perspective. Stoicism teaches us to see things as they are, not as we wish them to be. Toxic people are often driven by their own fears, insecurities, or pain. Their behavior is not about you, it's about them. When someone is rude, angry, or manipulative, it's not because you deserve it. It's because they are struggling with their own issues. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it helps you understand it. Understanding this can help you stay calm and detached. Instead of taking their behavior personally, you can see it as a reflection of their inner turmoil. This doesn't mean you have to feel sorry for them or put up with their toxicity. It just means you don't have to let their negativity affect you. You can choose to rise above it. Another important Stoic principle is to focus on virtue. The Stoics believed that the ultimate goal in life is to live with virtue, be wise, courageous, just, and self-disciplined. When dealing with toxic people, this means acting with integrity and staying true to your values. It's easy to get caught up in negativity and respond with anger or frustration, but that only makes things worse. Instead, the Stoic approach is to stay calm, kind, and firm. This doesn't mean you let toxic people take advantage of you. It means you set boundaries and stand up for yourself in a way that is respectful and dignified. For example, if someone is being rude or disrespectful, you can calmly tell them that their behavior is unacceptable and that you won't tolerate it. You don't have to yell or argue. You simply state your boundaries and stick to them. This shows strength and self-respect, and it often disarms the toxic person because they can't get a reaction out of you. One of the hardest things about dealing with toxic people is managing your own emotions. It's natural to feel hurt, angry, or frustrated when someone treats you badly. But the Stoics remind us that our emotions are not caused by other people. They are caused by our own thoughts and judgments. If someone insults you, for example, you might feel hurt or angry. But the Stoics would say that the insult itself doesn't hurt you, it's your belief that the insult matters that hurts you. If you can change the way you think about the insult, you can change the way you feel. Instead of taking it personally, you can remind yourself that the insult says more about the other person than it does about you. You can choose to let it go and not give it power over you. This takes practice, but it's a powerful way to protect your peace of mind. Another Stoic tool for dealing with toxic people is to practice empathy. This might sound surprising, because empathy is often associated with being soft or forgiving. But the Stoics saw empathy as a way to stay strong and detached. When you understand that toxic people are often acting out of their own pain or ignorance, it's easier to feel compassion for them rather than anger. This doesn't mean you have to tolerate their behavior or let them into your life. It just means you don't have to carry the burden of resentment or hatred. You can acknowledge their flaws without letting those flaws control your emotions. This is a form of emotional freedom. When you let go of resentment, you free yourself from the toxic person's influence. It's also important to remember that you don't have to engage with toxic people. Sometimes the best way to deal with them is to walk away. The Stoics believed in the importance of choosing your battles wisely. If someone is consistently toxic and refuses to change, it's okay to distance yourself from them. You don't owe them your time or energy. Your well-being is more important than trying to fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed. This doesn't mean you're giving up or being weak. It means you're choosing to prioritize your own peace and happiness. Walking away from a toxic situation is a sign of strength, not weakness. Finally, the Stoics remind us to focus on what truly matters in life. Toxic people can distract us from our goals and values, but we don't have to let them. When you stay focused on what's important, your relationships, your work, your growth, you become less affected by the negativity of others. The Stoics believe that the only thing we truly own is our character. Everything else, money, status, even our health, can be taken away. But no one can take away your ability to live with virtue and integrity. When you focus on building a strong and virtuous character, you become immune to the toxicity of others. You can face any challenge with courage and grace. In conclusion, dealing with toxic people is never easy, but the Stoic approach can help you stay strong, calm, and in control. Remember that you can't control other people, but you can control how you respond to them. Focus on your own thoughts, feelings, and actions. See toxic behavior for what it is, a reflection of the other person's struggles, not a reflection of your worth. Stay true to your values and act with integrity. Manage your emotions by changing the way you think about the situation. Practice empathy, but don't be afraid to set boundaries or walk away if necessary. And above all, focus on what truly matters in life: your character, your growth, and your peace of mind. By following these Stoic principles, you can protect yourself from the negativity of toxic people and live a life of strength, wisdom, and happiness.